It is Monday, June 15th. Watganurados Owego, Joe Delaro Nujats. Welcome to the COVID-19 Task Force Daily Update. I'm Joe Delarone. I'd like to thank Neil McCumber and Raymond Montour for taking my place while I was gone. Glad to be back. We have some news today and we have some updates, so we'll get right down to it. Lloyd Phillips, of course, is the Commissioner of Public Safety, and he has a couple of announcements for you.
Thank you, Joe. Good afternoon, everybody. Good to be here once again. Just a couple of updates for you. I guess some news as well. There was a council meeting held this morning where it was presented that the extension of the state of emergency under the current Kahnawake Emergency Preparedness Law needed to be extended. It was originally coming to an end on June 21st. But now it has been officially extended until July 21st. So the current state of emergency mandate of the task force will remain in effect until at least July 21st. So that was passed by consensus by Chief and Council earlier today. And I also like to reach out to them and thank them for the support they have been given to myself and the entire task force throughout this very, very difficult time. Speaking of a task force, today we did have a meeting, a round of discussion on the next steps moving forward. And as we always been working and trying to have more of a very holistic approach to what we're doing here, not only looking at the physical well-being, obviously dealing with the coronavirus and COVID-19 obviously is why we're here, and it's very important, but also we have to take into consideration the other physical well-being of our people, the emotional, spiritual, and mental well-being as well. So taking all these things into consideration, we said, well, what are the areas that we feel comfortable with, making some determinations, making some possible changes, and we did come up with a couple along the lines of more of the physical well-being and mental well-being, for that matter, in terms of outdoor activities. So there was some discussion about having outdoor activities, fitness activities, such as group sessions of CrossFit outdoors. That has been looked at and that has been approved. Again, there's recommendations and criteria that they must follow. Obviously, physical distancing is one of them. Obviously the need to make sure the area is cleaned properly and so on. But we are allowing outdoor activities such as CrossFit and yoga and things of that nature to start immediately as people are ready to move on. As well, we did set some target dates for one other industry. And we're looking at June 22nd is going to be the target date for all personal beauty care, such as hair salons, barbershops, and other therapeutic services will be permitted to open on June 22nd. This is obviously pending the positive momentum that we have been seeing in the community, and pending more positive results from the community health check. So those are some of the areas we felt comfortable at this point moving forward. One is obviously for exercise and get people out, get them more active, helps their spiritual and mental well-being as well. Another one, again, working with hair salons and barber shops, things of that nature. There are criteria for safety purposes, but again, it's easy for them to able to make sure the measures are put into place, making sure your customers are safe, as well as the hairstylists are also safe as well. So that's, again, some of the evolution, some of the development of the criterias and where we felt comfortable with moving forward on. As well, one other thing I just was reminded of is outdoor activities. We also are looking at the tennis court, which is located just down the road over here. That will be opening up very soon as well. Tennis, also there is very strict criteria for tennis, but given the fact that it's something that could be, it's a non-contact sport where there is that ability to have obviously that distancing and there's measures in place that will allow people to have at least some more choice and some more variety of some recreational activities to take place. So with that, I'll leave it here, and I have Lisa coming up in just a minute to give you some more information. Kahnawà.
All right, thank you very much, Lloyd. So some good news on the horizon, and there's a little bit of good news today. There's a little bit more. Lisa will be talking about some initiatives, some different things that'll be happening right here on the update, and also a chance to, for those who didn't see it yesterday, there was a nice little powwow that went on over at the Kahnawake Memorial Hospital Center. So Lisa Westaway is here to talk a little bit about that and a few other things. Lisa?
Thank you. So for those who weren't able to see Facebook Live yesterday, I just wanted to offer a big thank you once again to all the people that participated in organizing the event yesterday. In particular, John McCumber and Lisa Skye, thank you for reaching out and for putting that in place. We got a little bit of feedback from residents today and from some of the staff who were working, and all said that it was really emotional, it was beautiful, and it was an event that was very touching. Anybody who was there could see that the elders really thoroughly enjoyed the event. They were all smiles, participating. They were actually able to hear the drums and the singing over the intercom inside the hospital, and so it was really a special event for them yesterday. So if you want to see some of the footage of that, then you can take a look at the Facebook Live from yesterday. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the health check. So we've announced, and you'll see on the KMHC page today, that the health check is well underway. We started calling homes again last week. So if you remember, at the last health check, we reached almost 1,200 or just over 1,200 people. We're starting the health check again, and just a reminder that this health check is important, and it will give us a really good idea of what's happening in the community, and it will allow us to make important decisions about the next phases of the reopening. It will also give us information about the impact of the first opening that was done 2 weeks ago. So we continue to analyze these the openings and look at what's happening in the community so that we can make better decisions moving forward. For the health for testing in particular, there has not been an increase in testing. That again does not mean necessarily that there isn't an increase in people with symptoms, but if we go by the fact that hoping that people with symptoms are being tested, then it is a good sign that we don't have an increase in testing. In fact, the average is maybe 3 or less per day. We have only tested 3 people from business, and business continue to do their daily health checks for employees, and those have all been analyzed, and they're all negative. And so for the time being, 2 weeks after the first opening, we don't have a huge impact on the amount of positive cases identified up till now. But we're going to continue to follow that, and that's why we felt safe enough to give the date of June 22nd for opening of businesses that are mostly one-on-one. So again, we'll be following that during this next week to be able to give a final decision as we go through the week. I wanted to make a few announcements. So next Sunday is Father's Day, and so for Father's Day we're going to be doing a drop-off as we did for Mother's Day. So that will happen on Sunday, June 21st. And items that can be brought in, so we're expanding a little bit on the items, so it could be soap, shampoo, souvenir items, prepackaged snacks that are store-bought, so not homemade food, but things that are prepackaged that we can easily disinfect. Bottles of water or cans of soda. Many of you have been asking to bring that in. Flowers, again, will be accepted, and clothing that's well identified in closed bags. Again, that's well identified. So Everything, we will have workers that will be disinfecting everything on arrival. Clothing will be sent to laundry before it's distributed to your family member. And again, we'll be using the COVID testing site, which also will be disinfected, and there will be no testing on that day. So we ask that you come with your car, that you drive through the testing site, and you drop off items as you did for Mother's Day. So again, that's the 21st of June on Sunday from 9 till 12 at the testing site, and it's for families of the residents at KMHC, and we look forward to seeing you. It was a really successful event for Mother's Day, so we expect to have the same success this Sunday. Another announcement to make is tomorrow we will be having a live community question period at the Facebook Live time slot at 4 o'clock. So what we ask is if you have questions to send to us in advance, that you send them to questions@mck.ca, or that you message us directly to Kahnawake Live 911. Or tomorrow you'll be able to send in your questions live as we're here. So Lloyd and I will be here, as well as Frank McCumber and Dwayne Zachary, and we'll be answering your questions live. Paul Grafe will be moderating the event. So it should be 20 minutes to 30 minutes tops. And we urge you to ask your questions, and we will do our best to answer them as best as we can. So the last element that we wanted to discuss was the fact that news has slowed down considerably regarding COVID-19. So it's not that it's less important or less prevalent in the community. We can have to continue to be aware of our surroundings, make mindful decisions. However, we don't have as much news to bring to you, and we see that on the weekends people watching has decreased significantly. So we are no longer going to be doing live events on Saturdays and Sundays. Of course, if there is an emergency, we will make sure that we put an event in place and that we do a Facebook Live. But for the time being, we're going to plan to be here from Mondays to Fridays. So I guess that's it for today, and we'll see you tomorrow at the live event. Thanks.
All right, so thank you very much. And that'll make it easier for some of the crew here as well, because the 7 days a week has been going on for a long time. As a matter of fact, this is program number 92, and that's 92 straight days. It's been 3 months now, and we're coming up on the exact anniversary. The 17th will be the anniversary. We started on March 17th, so it's been a long haul, and well, we'll continue to bring you all the information that you need regarding COVID-19. Just a couple of notes before we leave. Lloyd was mentioning that the outdoor activities will be opening back up. There will be an announcement coming up from the Mohawk Council of Kahnawake regarding tennis and the facility, so there will be more details coming out on that tomorrow. That has been approved. There will be other approvals coming up in the days and certainly weeks to come. And I think that's about it here. So just again, a reminder that tomorrow's program is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a live question and answer segment, so you're welcome to join us around 4 o'clock or thereabouts. And our good friend Paul Grafe will be the moderator for that. And if you have questions, you can send them in. And it would probably help if you get them in advance. You can send them to questions@mck.ca, and we'll have more information tomorrow as the event happens. So that'll do for us for today. We'd like to say thank you for joining us. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Nyauko Adano, Onegiwahi.